In essence, this game all comes down to one crucial matchup for each team: the Eagles' ability to protect Hurts from danger, and the Giants' inability to do so for Daniel Jones. What's up? It's your boy Cintron coming back at you with another news video and analysis. And I kid you not, that's my real name. And we highlight the key matchup for both teams: the offensive lines versus those defensive lines. I trust Jalen Hurts' unit, his offensive line, to protect him more against the Giants group than I do Daniel Jones. You can throw out the Week 18 matchup because I don't believe that was a real showing due to Philadelphia's squad's offensive and defensive throwing a match per se by throwing vanilla looks, and Jalen Hurts not having the running element that spices everything up for that side of the football. You add in him running, it adds 2, 3, 4 countless layers and little nuance and wrinkles for the defense to plan for. Essentially, it changes the game in their approach and thinking, and by way of that, how they move and go about trying to attack him and trying to rein him in. Without that, you could say it's middle of the pack or just an ordinary offense. But that offensive line going up against a historic Philly defense that had 70 sacks on the year. Take out the 2 garbage ones that happened on special teams and then some other way. That's still 68 and beats number 2 defense by 13 sacks. Jason Kelce, Lane Johnson, 2 Pro Bowlers, and then 2 alternates. Or 3 alternates, I think, maybe. Jordan Mailata was their alternate, as well as Isaac Seumalo at right guard, and Landon Dickerson. So I think everybody's an alternate or a Pro Bowler. They've seen a myriad of attacks, and this isn't the top one throughout the course of the year. And they've neutralized them. Dexter Lawrence played in that Week 14 matchup, and he did nothing. Yeah, sure, he wasn't playing with his running mate, Leonard Williams, but it doesn't even matter. I'm not saying they're not going to charge in there and maybe get some pressures, get a few sacks. But in the end, it's not going to matter. They're going to be neutralized overall and might be taken out of the game because we're going to have a balanced attack as well. Not just the quarterback rushing, but our running back is kind of, he's kind of nice. And our stable of running backs behind him as well. We're going to take them out of the game. And yes, you're saying Daniel Jones could do the same. He has a Pro Bowl running back behind him in Saquon Barkley. But those guys being able to open up holes for him and protect Daniel Jones long enough, I just don't see it happening over 4 quarters. And especially the makeup of each offense, how they're assembled. The Eagles unit is built to relentlessly attack, to get explosive plays, to score in bunches, to be able to come back. They can handle any scenario. They can also grind out a win and run the ball when the coaches feel apt to do so. That unit Daniel Jones has, it's a mash unit. They are not built to come back from behind, to play from behind. If they get down, it is essentially game over. If you make that offense one-dimensional, he's going to be torn to shreds. He was actually a leading rusher from that Week 14 matchup. I think with maybe 22 yards or so, or maybe 28 or something, like below 30. And he had 3, runs that were long and got first downs, but you cannot bet the farm on that. And yeah, they want to keep it balanced, but they know how to play him already. This is nothing new. They're going to earn the right to rush him as a passer. And the run defense, he's just a part of that, an extension of that. You don't rush in undisciplined, which the Vikings defenders did. And then we have so many different guys that have different playing styles, especially Jordan Davis, who isn't even on that list of guys who sacked the quarterback. I don't even think he got one this year, but he can damn sure contain him. It's all about that discipline and how they rush. They're not going to just carelessly go in there like those guys did last week in purple. It's a poor man's version of what we run with Hurts. Even though it's taken out of our playbook, imitation is the best sign of flattery. It still is not the Eagles' offense. They could throw in a wrinkle or two, but we practice against that guy. So it might catch you once or twice, but like I said, you cannot bet the farm on that. You're still going to have to drop back and pass the ball. We have a pretty solid pass unit that is number one. Throw out all the degradation, and their demise has been greatly exaggerated. That defense and offense as well has been conserving plays and play styles, strategies to have something to play with, have something to show, have something to surprise offenses with in the playoffs. Gannon might play coy like you're going to play straight up, but even he wouldn't be that dumb to telegraph that pass. And with C.J. Gardner-Johnson being our queen chess piece, that multiplies the looks we can give as well as the number of defensive strategies we can employ. It's going to be a guessing game. Where's Waldo, if you will? So, I mean, we have so much flexibility back there. And I can't say the same for the other side. We know Wink Martindale is going to blitz, but Jalen will be ready for that. Just like it was in the Week 14 matchup. To hit those hot routes, to alter things at the line. And that run defense is porous, so we can hit you either way, run or pass. And when we really get it going, mix it up. It's going to be tough sledding for those guys, even with their best corner back. Still doesn't make a difference. It's actually scary that they play better with tight coverage against them than loose. That should be your last resort to go to. And you can't just man up. You're going to lose confidence. So New York has to keep this game close if they want to have a chance at winning. And that involves a lot of faith, risk on their part, a lot of wishful thinking on their part, because we have to be stuck in the mud to even give them a chance. And the thing is, we can always mount an attack. Could you say the same for that Giants offense? If they aren't up, they might be down bad. And I just don't see the offensive line holding up for 4 quarters. Whereas our guys can roll with the punches and adjust. And that will be the deciding factor in this match. Daniel Jones and a 34% pressure rate versus Jalen Hurts and a 22% pressure rate. Even though Daniel has the ability to get himself out of those plays, he's more simplistic and quick in his reads. Whereas Jalen Hurts, he's a magician back there. Even though he may not be fully healthy, 100% fully healthy, he's more experienced this season in dealing with getting out of bad situations and turning them into a plus than Daniel Jones. So mark my words. Daniel Jones' protection will not keep him safe. Jalen Hurts, on the other hand, he'll come out of this match A-okay. That's all for today. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go.
Like, comment, share, subscribe if you
Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.